This is YNN, your evening news now.
And one local woman makes the jump of a lifetime just in time for National Cancer Survivor Day. Sherry Butler started making a bucket list after she was diagnosed with cancer in 2007. This weekend, she fell more than 10,000 feet. One local woman celebrates National Cancer Survivor Day a day early by taking the jump of a lifetime. 66-year-old Sherry Butler fell more than 10,000 feet Saturday, skydiving for the very first time in her life. After being diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2007, Sherry says she began making a bucket list. The joyful jump was the first item she checked off her list, and Sherry says since she beat breast cancer, the sky is the limit.
I want to zip line through the rainforest in South America, and my son, who's very afraid of snakes, said, "You can't do that, Ma, there's snakes." I said, "But I'm not afraid of snakes, you are." But that, and I'm going to Albuquerque in August, so I'll be hot air ballooning over there, and I want to read the Bible end to end. I started, but there's several different things.
Sherry was accompanied on her jump by one of her doctors, and in doing so, he faced his fear of heights. Sunday was the 26th annual National Cancer Survivors Day.
Dedicated, determined, dependable. This is News Center at 11 on 10 ABC.
Coming up next, the story of a skydiving survivor. But this cancer survivor wasn't alone jumping out of a plane. We'll tell you about the special journey she made with her doctor, who helped her overcome the disease. Well, tomorrow is National Cancer Survivors Day. Today, one of those cancer survivors took quite a leap, literally, as she jumped out of a plane with the doctor that saw her through it all.
It's going to be great. I can't wait.
Sherry Butler knows how important it is to take advantage of every moment. She's celebrating 6 years of being cancer-free after battling breast cancer, and she recently told her doctor what she wanted to do.
I said I have a bucket list, and that was on it. He says, I always wanted to do that too. So we decided to do it.
And Saturday, she and Dr. Sergio Biguzzi got ready for the skydive, but this oncologist has one issue he needed to conquer.
I am afraid of height.
But he still told Sherry he would do it and knows how much it means to her and her therapy.
It's a nice way of doing medicine. It's not a part of the guidelines that these days they want.
My daughter's very supportive. My son was not. My husband doesn't know. So it's one of those things.
And with that, they boarded the small plane and began the climb, 9,000 feet in the air. Sherry and her doctor, both first-time jumpers, tandem jumped, harnessed to their instructors. Another journey they took together after the long journey they faced as a team when Sherry was battling her cancer. She landed safely, obviously happy to be back on the ground. But for cancer patients out there watching, she has some advice.
Keep your mind clear, keep faith, believe that you're going to get well, and tell your friends and neighbors, and they're there to help.
Some great words to live by. All right.
My name is Sherry Butler, and I'm going to jump out of the plane tandemly at 9,000 feet because it's part of my bucket list after I survived cancer.
Okay.
I'm doing it with my doctor.
Okay.
Got me through this.
And who's your doctor?
Dr. Sergio Biguzzi.
And this is him over here?
That is.
This is him.
And where do you practice? Where do you practice,
At
doctor?
Samaritan in Troy.
Okay.
And also at some other hospital in the same area, but mostly Samaritan. And I'm there for about more than 40 years now.
Now,
Oncology.
have either of you ever sky dove before? No. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay, good. You've been through worse, right?
Yes. Cancer's worse.
You were having problems with your contacts coming out in this situation? So far, no. But,
Really quickly.
My father, or my brother-in-law has two little planes.
Stop for just 1 second, Sherry. Just tell him a big smile and a thumbs up.
Awesome!
Down.
Sherry, welcome back to Earth.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel?
Great.
Yeah?
Done. Number 1 on my bucket list is done.
So, you say that the favorite part was
Landing.
back on the ground safely,
Yes.
happily,
Yes,
feet planted back on Earth.
they are.
You are no longer attached to your instructor. What would you like to say to everybody watching?
It was a wonderful time. Wonderful.
I enjoyed it
Thank you.
myself. Thank you for coming out here to Saratoga skydiving and jumping out of a perfectly good airplane with me.
Thank you very much.
He's gonna be.
So what was your first impression when you left the plane?
Um.
Or maybe before you left the plane?
Well, it was just jumping, just going. It was. Did I really do this?
Any last minute jitters?
No, surprisingly. I have a lot of faith. That got me through cancer, it got me through this. Yeah.
Do you think you'll do it again?
No. It's the one thing off. I got many other things to do now.
Would you talk any family members into doing it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it was fun. It's a once in a lifetime thing for me.